Hey, buddy. You okay? Yeah. Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then. Back then? What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow. And steady. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Who are you?
I am your everything.
Hello in there.
Oh, Cloud. There's still so much to be done.
Maybe you're not okay. He lives. Finally awake, are we?
You're...
Aerith. It's Aerith. And you are?
Cloud.
Nice to meet you again.
Again, huh?
What? You don't remember? What about the flowers?
Oh, the flower girl. And this is...
An old church in the Sector 5 slums. You came crashing through the roof without so much as a look out below. Fell right into my flower bed. Lucky for you. Like, really.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
Don't worry about it. They're a lot tougher than they look. This place, it has a kind of power. Before I forget, you dropped this when you landed.
Thanks.
I've got one too.
You and everybody and their mother.
Not like mine, no. It's special. Mine's not good for anything at all.
Bet you just don't know how to use it.
Could be. Though, I really don't mind. Just having it is enough. It was a gift from my mother. Pretty crazy, huh? Us meeting again like this. You should stay a while.
And welcome back to part 13 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, where today we're going to get to know Aerith, the flower girl, after, falling from that sector plate all the way down into the slums and somehow didn't die on impact. There's not going to be that much commentary in this video because there's a lot of cutscenes and a lot of smaller moments that I just do not want to talk over. So sit back and enjoy, and the more gameplay video will be next time.
Around a bit.
Really? You will? In that case... Huh?
I'll see myself in. Thanks. And who are you?
He's my bodyguard. And a soldier. Pretty cool, huh?
Huh?
A soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Well, what do you know? You've got the eyes, at least.
You don't mind, do you? Bodyguard work's not too different from merc stuff, right?
Huh?
I guessed. From the sword. Just do this for me, okay?
Fine, but it'll cost you. A lot.
A lot, huh? One date ought to do it.
Huh. Well, you're weird enough to be one. What class?
First.
If you're gonna bullshit me, at least try to make it believable.
Hey, watch the flowers!
You heard the lady.
I'll make this quick.
You better.
Opening up into this encounter, it's going to be 3 waves. The first wave is just this group of enemies, the second wave will burst through the door, and then the third wave is the actual boss fight against Reino. I love this fight. The actual encounters at the start, not so much, because they're just kind of, more enemies. Also, if you know these enemies are coming through the door, you can prepare for them and just kill all of them immediately. Ending this encounter immediately and going into the actual boss fight you care about.
I'm damn good at it!
And thus starts the actual boss fight against Reino. Similar to Roach, your best method of dealing with this fight is to rely on counters. But unlike the fight against Roach, that's not your only tool. This is a more of a traditional 1v1 where you can go to scraps with Reino if you so choose. It's just your best option more often than not is to rely on counter. But for the record, this is the last human boss fight where I feel like counterplay is your biggest benefit. Every boss fight after this, there are many other methods and options at your disposal, and in some opportunities, just waiting for counters will straight up get you killed. Be wary of that attack though, you can't counter that, and if it hits you it will stun even if you block it, which will leave you wide open for another strike, so you just have to time it and dodge. Getting the feel for it down takes a little bit because you will find yourself dodging slightly too early or slightly too late, but you will feel of it eventually. Once he's halfway down, you're going to phase 2 and you'll introduce his little electric bot grenade things that he has. The way these things work is that they actually are targets, they're robots that are trying to get close to you and self-destruct. But they will have an electric circuit and bounce off each other, as you can see every time they're close. So what you actually want to do is either preemptively trigger them to explode, or the moment you get a counter on Reino, get enough ATB to triple slash instead. Because the triple slash will auto target only the first strike on Reino, and the other 2 will be on more of these electric little bot things, allowing you to kill more of them. Remove the threat. I've never seen him like produce more properly afterwards. I've always killed him too soon afterwards. Case in point, he's gonna die right now.
You've got it all wrong, man. I just wanted to...
Cloud!
Hey, sir! Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Go get the girl.
Sir!
The hell?
Weird. They're not attacking.
Hey, open it up!
Come on.
In the original Final Fantasy VII, well, ignoring the ghosts flying around everywhere, this was pretty much the game plan to begin with. You immediately started by running away. You didn't square off with Reino at that point. In fact, you didn't square off with Reino until far later. So it's kind of just another little option or piece of it where they said, you know what, let's throw a new fight in here. And they're going to be doing it a number of other times as well, where boss fights you'll fight later on, you're going to fight sooner in this to spice it up a bit.
Come on.
The biggest one is not until like the almost the penultimate chapter of the game, I think. Where it's like there's a fight there that straight up doesn't happen in Midgar that happens in Midgar now. And you're like, huh? Oh, okay, they just chucked this in so you actually get to fight this thing in Act 1. Okay, nice to know. And I expect them to do it more as well in the future parts of rearranging some of the things that you might not expect or be ready for to keep it mixed up and keep you guessing.
Come on.
Nothing! Up there!
Hey, no shooting!
Oh, man.
Hey, you okay?
Probably. Or maybe not.
If there's so much as a scratch on her, you're done.
Sir!
We bring her in one piece. What now? Run!
Move it I'll shoot!
Oh, no, you won't.
But sir!
Could drop that.
This is a mini game that's kind of carried over from the original, but it was a lot more involved in the original. In the original version, there were several barrels across the ceiling that you could push off to try and break the guards up to give Aerith a better time getting up. And the better you did it, the better your reward. Whilst in the remake, it's just there's one chandelier that the game like specifically marks out for you. It's the only one you could really reach. And it's just like a scripted thing you do, more of like a callback to that mini game and not an actual recreation of it. Which is fine if I'm honest, like I don't... That mini game was kind of just a weird thing anyway, so I don't mind it going. I'm glad that mini games are still a thing in this in the remake, even if not all of them come back exactly as they are. Also, good luck not getting shot on your way through it. It's just something that happens. I don't think it's possible for you to zero damage that little section. You're always going to take a bullet or two as you go. Because you need to actually get Aerith to help round, so you have to go the full stretch. But by going the full stretch, you're always just in the line of fire. They spot you up there. Because for some reason, you can't just go to the other side of this and push it up from the other side. No, you have to follow Aerith along and be punished for your troubles.
They're in the attic. Should we pursue?
Leave him be.
But sir!
Partner's got it. We are out. Beginner's luck.
But now we are free! Well, they don't know we're free. They think they're still being followed. But we are free, so we can go across this ceiling panel now and escape out of the church roof. Which, to be fair, was in the original. You did escape through the church roof. And it was kind of baffling, because in the original 7, the way they designed it, you saw the church and you're like, there's no way the church was big enough to fit everything we just did in it. No way. Whilst in the remake, they made a bit more effort to make it look more believable in size. When we leave the roof and look back on it later, the church is actually pretty damn big.
Or not.
And I like it takes until they're here before they realise that they're not still being chased. They go, oh, okay. Yeah, this is introducing something that I talked about earlier. In Chapter 3, I said that Chapter 3 is not the only time where there's a whole chapter dedicated to one character. We are breaking into the next one. And as we come outside here, I'm gonna shut up again for a large stretch, because although it's all small dialogue and not like big major stuff, everything that happens across this rooftop and every little dialogue that happens on this rooftop is entirely there to develop Aerith's character and give you an idea of what she's like and how everything is. And it's really charming, and it's actually one of my favourite smaller moments of this game. So I'm just gonna shut up and let the dialogue speak for itself.
Yep.
Of course you do.
That suit from earlier. He was one of Shinra's Turks. What's a Turk want with you?
Dunno. Hey, don't Turks keep an eye out for potential soldiers and stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations, with extreme prejudice.
Professional bad guys. Gotta love them.
Back to my question. So what's he to you? Looked like you knew each other.
Maybe he thought I could be the greatest soldier yet.
Forget it.
You mad?
Careful. Not a lot of room.
Gotcha. Thanks. Actually haven't traveled by a rooftop before.
Be surprised if you had.
It's honestly kind of exciting.
Well, first time and all.
Wait! Give me a moment. Don't just run off on your own.
Those the words of a soldier candidate?
So petty.
So, does no one live in these buildings?
Nope. No one to get mad if we make noise. Looks kinda rusty.
I'll go first. It's pretty old. Be careful.
Okay.
Easy now.
You worry too much. I'm not some princess who needs to be coddled. Shit. Whew. That was unexpected. Thank you, Cloud. Ah, there it is. The wall. You know, I thought about leaving once, but in the end, I couldn't.
Too dangerous?
Too much. A whole world bursting with life. Maybe more than I can handle, I think sometimes. Even now. People hate the steel sky, the slums, but I don't. How could I? All that passion, all those dreams, flowing and blending together into something greater. This time I'll go first. After all, I can't count on you to wait.
Sure about this?
See for yourself. Maybe I'll go on ahead and leave you all by your lonesome. Just,
Maybe you shouldn't talk.
Then you talk. Tell me a story.
Not for free.
Cheapskate. You're,
Ugh.
Gotcha.
You're killing me here.
Here goes nothing. Woo!
Ugh. You good?
Of course. My hero.
Never a dull moment with you.
That a compliment?
Not really.
Thanks anyway.
See, I told you I wouldn't be talking too much in this video. But Aerith officially joins our party. The main thing of note is that she's the large exception to the rule I was talking about earlier in a previous video with Cloud, Barret and Tifa, where it feels like there's a standard set of unique abilities you get that everyone kind of gets. Aerith is the sole exception. All of her personal abilities are pretty out there and pretty different and are entirely focused on support more than anything else. There is an attacking one or two in there, but it's primarily focused on buffing the party or turning the tide of the odds as much as possible. She also starts with prayer, which is chakra but group wide, and it costs more ATB, so there's the trade-off for you sort of thing. Chakra, I'd still say put a lot of effort into leveling up before hard mode because of the 1v1s, because, you know, it's 1 ATB and not 2. But Preyer's still got its merits, you know, being a group-wide free heal. But I digress. Next time on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, we're going to help Aerith back home. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.